Afternoon, people. Tommy's back in court. It's his second day as far as I'm aware. He gave us an update yesterday. He was very upset. You could see that in his face and in his voice. I can only hope that today is going to go better for him and he comes out feeling a little bit more refreshed.
It seems to me that the difficulty which may be arising.
We all saw the video, and that video was a disgrace. It's a highly embarrassing video for the law.
Ruling out no deal, it must of course follow from that. But in order to achieve that, two things have to happen. Firstly, we need to get an extension to Article 50.
Where's it going to stop? You know, he was having a day out with two other friends, 7 children in all, 3 of them Tommy's. What was he going to do? Was his children going to go and beat up the football supporters from the other team? It's a ridiculous video, really is a ridiculous video. And while I'm still asking you to keep your eye on his wife and children, because they need protecting. Tommy's big enough and hard enough and rough enough to throw a punch back when it's needed, but he doesn't go out looking for trouble, and we've seen that. He goes out and he talks. Sometimes the people he talks to don't agree with what he's saying, then they lead to the violence. And I'm trying to cover that wall there because somebody asked me if I was some sort of mass murdering nut job. What I have on my wall is entirely my business, not yours or anybody else's. There's nobody for anybody else to worry about either. It's all legitimate. Now, phone's getting hot and it'll stop recording in a minute. So all I'm going to say is I hope Tommy comes out of court today a bit more refreshed to what he did yesterday. And at the same time, I knew my phone was going to switch off. It's doing that many different things which I can't stop. I use my phone as my internet hub. Everything goes through my phone, so it gets a bit too hot for taking HD video as well. In finishing, keep supporting him. Help me out as well, subscribe. Video numbers are up, views are up, minutes have gone up, hours have gone up, but subscribers seem to be going backwards. Obviously I've said something that upsets some lefties. That's to be expected, you know, and it's not something I actually set out to do. I don't wish to offend anybody, but the fact of the matter is this: you're going to offend people with having different views from them on lots of topics, whether it be Tommy, what's on my wall in there, cars, you know, everybody's going to have a different opinion. So, you know, I don't criticise anybody for it either. You know, what I do say is if you want to debate, subscribe and message me. We can have a chat. I've never gone live, but I'd try it if that was what somebody wanted. And probably the reason why I don't is because of I get tongue twisted sometimes, and you'll find pauses in when I'm talking that are more down to making sure I've got the right next word on a legal sense, and not directly aim something at a particular demographic. But we know who does, and he speaks out for everybody. So give him support. It's not asking too much of anybody. And at the same time, now that it's going to be tonight, it's going to be the vote against leave with no deal or leave with a deal. We should just be getting on with it and leaving. But again, lefty snowflakes, I want to stay in the EU. Well, you know what? Tough luck. One way or the other, we're going to leave. And if you refuse, it's not going to be pretty out on the streets, is it? So do yourselves a favour, accept the vote for what it is, and leave. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later after the vote.